Hey, what's going on everybody? Commander Crane here, and we are back with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about 5 cards that you should be buying before the release of Marvel's Spider-Man in Magic. So, we've already seen a handful of cards spoiled. You know, it was mostly from like the welcome decks, as well as some of like the non-standard cards and such. And I really think that there's a few cards that you should be picking up, regardless of if you're playing Commander or Standard, that are most likely going to go up if you don't pick them up before the actual set comes out. So these cards, it's not really format specific for the most part. You know, we have some cards that are more for like 60 card. We have some cards that are also more geared toward Commander. It's really a good healthy mix. So let's go ahead and hop into it here. So number 5, I have Morophon the Boundless. I feel like this is a really safe card to pick up in the sense that regardless of Spider-Man, this is a very popular card. People like to play it in the 99. People like to play it obviously as their Commander. The reason I think it's worth it picking this up is spiders, as well as the new, obviously, creature type villain. They don't have a 5-color commander really as of right now. So I think that just in case we don't get one in the set, regardless of, you know, the spider or the villain, I think it's really worth picking this up. It's just a great card really too in Commander, and it's very cheap. It has received a lot of reprints recently, so I think it's definitely worth picking up Morophon. So at number 4, I have the Wind Crystal. There's a lot of really good life gain cards in this set. Obviously, we have like Spider-Man Peter Parker. We also have like Aunt May. We have, I'm also not really good with the Spider-Man lore. It's the love interest of Spider-Man. Mary Jane. There it is. The Mary Jane also is like a Johnny's Pride mate of sorts. I also like in combination with the Wind Crystal, I think it's also worth possibly picking up Leyline of Hope, but most notably the Wind Crystal. One thing to note also with the Wind Crystal, I talked about this card in my Final Fantasy video, like pick up these Final Fantasy cards before they get expensive, and this was on there, and I want to say it was around like the $2 range, and the card is already going up. It's a card that I could see like not really getting any more reprints, you know, recently, just because it is a Final Fantasy card, so who knows when or if it's ever going to get a reprint, and that's why I think number 4 is the Wind Crystal. Okay, number 3, I have Doubling Season. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, wow, this has been a Commander staple for quite some time now. Like, why is it worth mentioning? So the reason it's worth mentioning is because it's not quite at an all-time low. Like, the all-time low was at $22, which was like a few months ago, but it's still relatively cheap in terms of Doubling Season. I remember when this card was like $60, $70 each, and it has obviously gotten a very good reprint in Magic Foundations, and they're theoretically still going to be printing Foundations for quite some time. So I think that this card is a very, very good pickup for all of the 1/1 counter shenanigans that's in this set, but also there's a lot of cards that make spider tokens. So if you're looking to play a spider deck, you're probably going to want a Doubling Season because the 1/1 counters and the creature token creation synergies. Also, I wanted to throw in Loading Zone. I talked about this card in my 5 cards from Edge of Eternities you should pick up. It obviously only has to do with counters and not creature tokens, but I still think it's definitely worth picking up, and that's why I've got Doubling Season at number 3. And at number 2, I have a card that was just reprinted in the Edge of Eternities bonus sheet, and that is Swarmyard. Again, it was just reprinted. It has gotten a lot of reprints in the last few years, which has been great. It's a card that should be getting reprinted a lot. Here's the reason. Obviously, you know, like whatever, when you have like your spider creature type matters decks, it's going to matter. The nice thing with Swarmyard is that you can regenerate any spider, and it's a colorless land, meaning if you're playing any of the new Spider-Man cards as your commander, regardless of color, you realistically should be playing a Swarmyard in your deck, because being able to tap it for free to regenerate and protect your commander from a board wipe or a targeted removal spell is incredible, and that's why I think it's worth picking up. Obviously, we're also getting a whole bunch of spider support in this set, most notably Spider-Ham Peter Porker. So I think a card like Arachnogenesis is also worth picking up because it has also received a lot of reprints recently. Both of these cards are fantastic and you should pick them up, but most notably, I have Swarmyard at number 2. And at number 1, the card that I think is worth picking up the most is the Verges most notably because of multiversal passage, which has been revealed. It's like a pseudo shock land that becomes a specific basic land type, which makes the Verges much better in standard. They're already very good. I think they're really just the best dual land cycle, maybe besides the shock lands, but multiversal passage is really going to help because it can act as another dual land of sorts, but also kind of act as like a tri-land if you're playing like a 3-color deck. And again, it has the basic land type, so it's going to make all the Verges much better. The Verges kind of vary in price. Your cheapest one goes for about $5, which I want to say the cheapest one is the Willow Rush Verge, and then it goes up to $14, which is, I believe, the Flood Farm Verge or the Gloom Lake Verge. One of those is the most expensive. I can't exactly remember. Actually, I think it's River Pyre because of how good it is right now. But regardless, I think all the Verges are fantastic pickups because they're good in pretty much every format that they're legal in. Maybe not so much Modern, but they're very good in Standard. They're very good in Pioneer. They're very good Commander pickups. I think the Verges are a fantastic pickup, and that's why I've got him at number 1. And you should definitely let me know in the comment section if you think that there's a card I definitely should have included on this list that I did not. And that takes us to the end of the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to check out other MTG videos here on the channel if you are new to the channel. Huge shout out to our channel members, Ralph, Matt, Arcadius, Ray, Gary, Sarah Loki, Michael D, our premium channel member, The Common Cold, Jeremy P, and BG Stilts. If you're interested in being a channel member, it starts at $1 US a month, and you gain access to the exclusive Commander Crane Discord, as well as other features here on the channel. So, I'm Commander Crane, thanks for watching this video, and hope to catch you in the next one.